Hey everyone, today I'm going to share a story that's going to hit you right in the heart. It's one of those tales that makes your eyes well up and forces you to think about how fragile life can be, especially under the bright lights of Hollywood fame. This is the story of Tylor Chase, the Nickelodeon child star we all grew up loving as Martin Quirley from Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. That quirky, super smart kid with the wild hair and even wilder ideas who helped Ned, Cookie, and Mose navigate the chaos of middle school. He made us laugh, feel seen, and believe that surviving school was possible with a little creativity and friendship. But now, at just 36 years old, Tylor has been seen living on the streets of Riverside, California. A couple of viral videos have circulated showing him in a really tough place, looking unrecognizable from the vibrant teen we remember. It's absolutely devastating to watch. If this story touches you the way it has touched so many others, and you're hoping Tylor gets the support and healing he needs to turn things around, stick with me until the end and drop a comment saying, "Prayers for Tylor Chase," or just send some good energy his way. Let's go back to the beginning and talk about who Tylor Chase really was and why he meant so much to an entire generation. Born in 1989 in Chandler, Arizona, a suburb between Mesa and Phoenix, Tylor grew up in what he's described as a beautiful area with wide open spaces and stunning sunsets. From a very young age, he was drawn to performing. He started with theater in middle school, taking drama classes where he discovered a love for being on stage. He talked about it later in one of the street interviews, saying that acting felt like channeling something spiritual, a way to explore ideas like "I think, therefore I am," and finding purpose through art. That passion led him to audition for television, and in 2004, at only 15 years old, he landed the role of Martin Quirley on Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. The show became a cornerstone of Nickelodeon's lineup, running for 3 seasons from 2004 to 2007. Tylor appeared in 33 episodes, bringing to life a character who was equal parts genius and oddball. Martin was the guy with the crazy inventions, the over-the-top plans, and that infectious enthusiasm that made every episode memorable. Kids across the country tuned in religiously, quoting lines and trying to copy his quirky style. Alongside Devin Werkheiser as Ned, Lindsay Shaw as Mose, and Daniel Curtis Lee as Cookie, Tylor was part of a cast that felt like real friends you could relate to. The chemistry was undeniable, and for those few years Tylor was living the dream: fame, fan mail, red carpets, and the thrill of seeing yourself on TV. He worked steadily during that time, balancing school with filming, and even branched out into voice acting and small film roles after the show wrapped. But as we've seen time and time again with child actors, the dream can turn into a nightmare far too quickly. When Ned's Declassified ended, the momentum slowed. Tylor booked a few guest spots, like on Everybody Hates Chris, and had a role in the indie film Good Time Max alongside James Franco. He also did voice work for the video game L.A. Noire, but the big follow-up projects never materialized. Hollywood is brutal that way. One day, you're the hot new talent, the next, you're yesterday's news. The transition from child star to adult actor is notoriously difficult, and without a massive franchise or continued support, many fade away. For Tylor, that fade coincided with personal struggles that would eventually overwhelm him. Reports and public records over the years paint a picture of escalating challenges. Mental health issues surfaced, with bipolar disorder being a significant factor. Addiction followed, leading to run-ins with the law, mostly minor offenses but enough to create a cycle that's hard to break. Friends and family tried to help, but mental illness and substance use can make consistent support feel impossible. Tylor's mom has spoken indirectly through statements asking for privacy, emphasizing that he needs medical intervention more than anything else. She's made it clear that cash donations could do more harm than good, because managing money and medication has been part of the struggle. Police in Riverside have said they check on him weekly, offering shelter and resources, but he often refuses institutionalized help. Now we come to the part that's hardest to talk about: the viral videos that brought Tylor's situation back into the public eye. The first clip surfaced around September 2025, but it exploded in popularity again in mid-December when more footage circulated. In these videos, filmed by passersby in Riverside, Tylor is seen sitting or walking on the streets, wearing layered, outdated clothes, his hair long and unkempt. Yet, despite everything, his personality shines through in heartbreaking ways. When someone recognizes him and asks, "Were you on Nickelodeon?" his face lights up. He proudly confirms it. Yeah, Ned's declassified school survival guide. He talks about being on the show for 3 years, starting with theater back in 7th grade. There's still pride there, still joy in being remembered for something positive, but as the conversations continue, you can hear the effects of his struggles. His speech often drifts into long, stream of consciousness monologues blending spirituality, philosophy, and religion. He talks about God, Jesus Christ, guardian angels, coexisting with nature and animals, karma, Atlantis, planets aligning, alchemy, and finding paradise through gratitude and optimism. He refers to himself as God's child or a guardian angel, emphasizing that life's purpose is to create and spread joy. Remarkably, even in his lowest moments, he stays polite and positive. He thanks people for talking to him, wishes them Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and speaks of an optimistic, happy, open, joy society that's coming. In one clip, he's even seen picking up trash off the street, keeping the area clean while he's there. When offered food, he politely declines, saying he's already eaten or doesn't need much. He hints at wanting coffee or medical cannabis, but turns down bigger offers of help. He insists he's not truly homeless. "I have friends and family," but the reality captured on video tells a different story. He looks tired, weathered, and alone. Watching him smile through the pain, still trying to connect with strangers on a deep philosophical level, is what makes these videos so gut-wrenching. You see glimpses of the bright, creative kid he once was, trapped in a body and mind that have been through too much. The public reaction was immediate and intense. Social media blew up with comments like, "That's Martin from Ned's? No way!" And "This breaks my heart." Fans who grew up with the show felt a personal loss, as if a piece of their childhood had cracked. Discussions turned to the broader issue of child stars and what Hollywood does to them. We've seen it before. Amanda Bynes' very public breakdowns, Britney Spears' conservatorship battle, the allegations against Nickelodeon producers highlighted in recent documentaries. The pattern is painfully familiar. Kids thrust into fame too young, exposed to adult pressures, lacking proper mental health resources, and then discarded when they're no longer profitable. Tylor's story became another tragic example, sparking conversations about how the industry fails its youngest talents. His former co-stars didn't stay silent. Devin Werkheiser, who played Ned, posted that seeing the videos broke his heart, describing Tylor as a sensitive and kind person from day one on set. Lindsay Shaw, who played Mose, shared that she misses him terribly and just wants to love on him in person. But it was Daniel Curtis Lee, the actor behind Simon Nelson Cook, better known as Cookie, who turned words into action. On December 23, 2025, just yesterday, Daniel flew out to Riverside with one mission: find his old friend and offer real help. He spent hours searching the streets until he finally spotted Tylor. The reunion was emotional beyond words. They hugged tightly, laughed about old times, and sat down for pizza together. Daniel described Tylor as receptive and even joyful in moments, joining him in prayer and talking openly. They reminisced about the show, the cast, and the fun they had as kids. Daniel connected Tylor with his father over the phone and set up a FaceTime call with Devin, bringing the core trio back together virtually for the first time in years. Tears flowed, but so did hope. With rain in the forecast and the holidays approaching, Daniel made sure Tylor wouldn't spend another night exposed to the elements. He checked him into a motel room, warm, safe, and comfortable, for at least the next few days. Tylor was grateful, giving more hugs and thanks. Daniel has been clear in his updates. This isn't a quick fix. Long-term recovery will involve professional treatment for mental health and addiction, something Tylor has resisted in the past. But this reunion seems to have opened a door. Daniel is coordinating with Tylor's family and exploring rehab options that respect his pace. Even Shaun Weiss, the actor from The Mighty Ducks who famously overcame his own homelessness and addiction, reached out offering a bed in a recovery program. As of today, December 24th, 2025, Tylor is still in that motel room. He's safe from the cold and rain, he's been fed well, and he's reconnected with people who genuinely care about him. Daniel continues to check in, and the cast is rallying around their old friend. It's a small but profound step forward, a reminder that no one is ever truly beyond help if there are people willing to show up. Tylor's story forces us to confront uncomfortable truths. Child stardom often steals normal childhoods, exposes kids to trauma, and leaves them without the tools to cope when the fame fades. Mental health support in the entertainment industry has historically been inadequate, and addiction can fill the void left by lost identity and purpose. But Tylor's enduring positivity, even while living on the streets, shows there's still light inside him. His spiritual outlook, his kindness to strangers, his refusal to let bitterness win. Those are the qualities that made him special as a kid and still define him now. This holiday season, his old friends have given him the greatest gift: unconditional love and a glimpse of possibility. Recovery won't be linear. There will be setbacks, resistance, and hard days ahead. But for the first time in a long while, Tylor isn't facing it completely alone. The support system that should have been there all along is finally mobilizing. So what can we take from this? Be kinder to the people around us struggling with invisible battles. Advocate for better protections for child actors. Talk openly about mental health. And never underestimate the power of reaching out to an old friend. Tylor Chase, the kid who taught a generation how to survive school, is now teaching us how resilience, friendship, and compassion can survive even the darkest chapters. If you're moved by this, say a prayer, send good thoughts, or just share a positive comment below. Let's keep the momentum going so that the next update we hear is about Tylor taking real steps towards stability and happiness. He deserves it. We're all rooting for you, Tylor. Get well soon, and Merry Christmas. Thanks for listening to this story all the way through. Take care of yourselves and each other.